Welcome to the Explainer. All right, today we're diving into a tool that, kind of quietly runs a huge chunk of the internet. But more importantly, we're going to look at how it could be the key to unlocking your own creative ideas and maybe even a new way to earn some money. Let's get into it.
You know that feeling when you get an idea for a blog or a portfolio for your art or maybe a new business, and you just wish you could carve out a little corner of the internet that was completely 100% yours, a place where you call all the shots?
Okay, now what if building that dream website wasn't just some fun side project? What if learning how to do that exact skill, could also become a real, reliable source of income? Well, that's the powerful combo we're exploring today.
So first things first. To really get this, we have to understand the foundation. What in the world is this thing called WordPress?
Let me just throw a quick question out at you. If you had to guess, what one single piece of software powers more of the web than anything else? I'm betting the answer is gonna surprise you.
Yeah, you're seeing that right. 43%. That's not a typo. Nearly half of the entire internet is built using WordPress. We're talking everything from tiny personal blogs all the way up to huge sites like The New Yorker and even the official White House website. It's an absolute giant. So what is it, really?
The technical term is a content management system, or CMS. But honestly, that sounds boring and complicated. So let's just use a better analogy. Think of WordPress as a massive free box of digital Legos. It gives you all the standard blocks and pieces you need to start building pretty much whatever you can imagine. Now, here's a super quick but really important point. You'll see two flavors of WordPress out there. There's WordPress.com, which is kind of like buying a pre-made Lego kit. It's simpler, but you can't really change it much. For what we're talking about today, total customization and making money, we're focused on WordPress.org. That's the self-hosted version. It's the full giant bucket of Legos where you have complete control to build absolutely anything.
So, with that idea of infinite possibility in mind, let's talk about the real magic of WordPress, customization. This is how you really make a website your own.
I know, the idea of customizing a whole website can sound kind of overwhelming. But in the WordPress world, it really just boils down to two main things: themes and plugins. That's it.
Let's start with themes. So if WordPress is your box of Legos, the theme is like the instruction manual or the design blueprint. It controls the whole look and feel, the architecture of your site. It sets the layout, the colors, the fonts, how the menus work, basically the entire visual vibe. And then you've got the other piece of the puzzle, plugins. Think of these as your special custom Lego bricks. The basic kit is fine, but what if you need wheels or a little motor or transparent windows? That's what plugins are for. Need a contact form? Yep, there's a plugin for that. Want to build a whole online store? You guessed it, there's a plugin for that. They add all the cool, specific features to your site. Okay, so you've learned how to mix and match themes and plugins, and you've built something awesome. Now for the really exciting part. How do we flip that switch and turn these skills into actual cash?
I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? It's one thing to have a cool skill, but how do you actually cross that bridge from just making stuff for fun to making stuff for profit?
Well, the good news is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. There are a few very common paths to earning money with WordPress. As you can see, you can do anything from building sites for clients, to selling your own stuff, to even creating little niche websites that earn money from affiliate links. You can even just offer to help people maintain their sites.
But, out of all those options, the most direct, straightforward starting point is just building websites for other people. Every single small business, artist, restaurant, you name it, they need a website. And a lot of them would rather pay someone who knows what they're doing to build it.
And listen, you do not have to offer the whole shebang right away. You can start small. Maybe you just help people customize a theme they already bought. Or you become the go-to person for setting up tricky plugins. Or you could focus on making sites run faster. These are all real services that people will pay for.
So we've covered the what, the how, and the why. The only thing left is to, actually take that first step. So let's make it as simple as possible.
Mark Twain totally nailed it when he said the secret of getting ahead is getting started. So often, the biggest hurdle is just starting. So let's break down exactly what that looks like.
Here it is, your simple 3-step launch sequence. And I promise, it's easier than it sounds. First, pick a web host and a domain name. Second, pretty much every host has a one-click install button for WordPress. Just click it. And third, just log in, grab any free theme you see, and just start playing around. The goal isn't to build a masterpiece on day one, it's just to explore.
And that really brings us to the end. You have the blueprint now. You get the idea of the digital Legos. You can see the path from just creating something to actually earning from it. So the only real question left is, your idea is just sitting there, waiting. What are you going to build first?